Hey guys, this is Sean of Norte Design. I wanted to introduce myself and my first table build. I'm at around 80% finished, so I thought I'd do a water pop and share that with you. We can both see what this map of Paris will look like with a finish. Alright, it's not too bad. I like the contrast with the burgundy epoxy and the pink epoxy and the blue river, and I like the green stain. I'm not quite finished with that. Got some more gardens to color in. I'm at 100 grit right now. Got to sand down to 320, but I've made a few mistakes that I have to fix this weekend before I can do that. Discovered over the course of a year what does and does not work turning an antique map into a dining room table. You got to start with the right map. Let me give you an example. Paris, 1797, does not work at all. Streets would be spaghetti thin, and what's worse is it just as a table it'd just be a big red blob. This is the map I'm working from. 1784 Paris. As you can see, the streets are much wider. A lot more wood. This is, you can see, anything you see green is actually going to be exposed wood, and that's a good thing. And that's what I wanted. The map behind me is 1806 London. It's kind of on the cusp of working or not working. This is 1784 London, and it does work for me, and I've already started on it. It's on a work table behind the camera, and we'll get into that later. But this does work. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the overall look of the map. I did have to lose some of the city to keep the streets as wide as they are. I'm going to have to do the same thing with London, but you do what you got to do. I started out with the River Seine. I actually laid it out with masking tape, spray painted it, and then just routed out the spray paint. I made some major mistakes along the way that I will not be transferring to the map of 1784 London. One of my biggest mistakes was I laid out the entire map on packing tape that I had placed on top of the wood. And I thought this was a good idea, so I'm not drawing on the wood. It turns out it's a very bad idea. The packing tape in this Florida heat melded itself to the wood, and it had to be all sanded off by hand. The mistakes I'll be fixing this weekend are mainly from not routing deep enough for the black outlines, and then they just sand right out and you can't see them, so I have to route them again a little bit deeper and refill them. Maybe I can focus on one. You see it? See, all that's got to be rerouted. That's got to be rerouted. I am pleased how the River Seine came out. That was all done by hand. The lettering. River Seine's lettering was all done by hand. Thanks for joining me, taking a look at the project so far. I appreciate you. I appreciate your views, and I appreciate your input. What you think? I think about 2 weeks I'll be done with this, and I'll be working full time on the London table. It's been a lot of fun. The only reason I'm making this video right now, the biggest reason, is because the 34 videos I've shot have no sound because I didn't know what I was doing with the audio. So this is probably the only time we'll talk until I start on London, because now I know how to work the camera. Thanks again for watching.